Hey, book digitizers, Peter here. Today I'm going to give you a really handy tip and trick for Calibre, the software that we're using to manage our digital book library. Previous video, I showed you how you could attach files to a book, attach data files. So for example, a book about using Microsoft Excel, you might have some sample Excel worksheets you want to attach to that book. Or perhaps if we switch, here we can see this book, some data files attached. How do I know? Well, if you look over here in the right-hand side, we have folders, book files, and data files. So it's saying there's a folder holding the data files for that book. And if I click on that, it will open up in File Explorer. And here I can see some JPEGs that are attached to that book. So the question was, how can I very quickly find just the books that have data files attached? Is there a way? And I asked that question. I didn't know the answer to it. Other people asked in the follow-up in the comments, hey, have you figured this out? I now have. So this is really easy. I'm going to show you how to do it. It requires we're going to create a custom column, which is real easy. Don't be afraid. It's not difficult at all. We're going to create a custom column to show with a nice green check mark whether or not there's data files attached to a book. And we'll also create a search based on that. We'll leverage that work so we can have a search to let us very quickly just extract a view, a search results view that shows only books with data files. So how do we do that? All right, so here in Calibre, we're going to click on Preferences right up here in the menu bar. So we click Preferences, it opens up this menu, and we click Add Your Own Columns right here, third icon on the first row. And this column list view shows up with a bunch of columns. Some of them are showing with a check mark. Some of them are hidden. Their check mark is missing. Anyways, this is where we're going to create our own column. So I'm going to click the green plus on the right here. And this menu window opens up, or dialog opens up. And here we just have to fill out some simple data. We only have to do this once, and it's going to make our life a lot easier if you're using that attached data files. So lookup name, hasdata. Column heading, this can be whatever you want to show in the column header. Let's call it data files. There we go. Next, we've got column type. Select column built from other columns. Column built from other columns. Description. This is what will pop up when you hover over that column title. You don't have to fill this out, or you can leave yourself a reminder. Let's say something like, does book have data files attached? ? Okay. Template. Now here's where things get fun, but not difficult. Okay. So we're going to click this button right here, this sort of notepad with a pencil on it, and this window opens up. Here is where the fun starts, but it's real simple. All we have to do is put in this little mini program. I'm going to put that in the description so you can just copy it and paste it and use it yourself, but you can see right on the screen here, it's pretty simple. Program. If has extra files, open parentheses, close parentheses, then yes, else, no, and if. That's it. It's just saying look for this particular property, has extra files, and give me a yes or no result. You know what? Let's make it a bit better. I don't want a yes or no result. I want a green check mark instead of a yes and a red X for no, because I just think it's going to be easier. But we can easily do that by clicking this show check marks button right here. So I click that and leave everything else the same. Store this column's value in OPF. Yeah, that's probably important. We won't get into that now. It's kind of technical, but we'll just say okay. So we apply. And I'm going to restart Calibre. So it says the changes you have made require Calibre to be restarted immediately. You will not be allowed to set any more preferences until you restart. So let's restart Calibre. And Calibre automatically restarts. And now if I scroll all the way to the right, there's that new column data files. So let's just move it, and we'll go back into preferences, back into add your own columns, select that row. Let's move it, I don't know, right up here next to size. Yeah, that's good. And apply. We shouldn't need to restart having done that. And now here it is. Here's our new column, data files. Right there. And if I hover over it for a second, I think I'll get the pop-up, which says description, does book have data files attached? Remember, we filled that information in. Okay, so now all I've got to do is click on the column heading. Just like any other column, you can quickly group by that column. And I click, and lo and behold, all of my data file attached books, the green check marks, are all together. But wait, there's more. So what if we want to do a search and search on just find just those books? So we can leverage the work that we did by using a special search. But don't worry, we're going to save this special search so we never have to remember this trick again. So the trick is in the search box, we will put hashtag hasdata:yes. If I search on that, now it pulls out just the books with the green check marks, just the books that have data attached. Not going to remember that next week, so let's go saved searches over here. We click save searches, we click add saved search, menu pops up, and we'll just call this data files attached ? This is the name of the saved search. And no, don't change this. This is the parameters that we put in, hashtag hasdata:yes. We say OK. And now if I clear the search bar and I've got all of my library showing, but over here, we now have a new thing called saved searches over here. So we can expand that. There's the search, data files attached ? That's what we called it. Click that once, boom. Search is already done for us. I can quickly find just those books that have data files attached. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.